Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope all of you are well. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a daily message for you and see what pops up in the energies. Although I did a long version, if you want the shorter version, this one will be shorter. So I did talk a lot about karma, 96 through 98 energy, which is what we're going through now. Saturn returned to Aries. Karma and big things, big, like celebrity, public eye. So I worked in a sushi restaurant in Malibu back then that's quite famous. And back then it was just starting out. It's not Nobu now. It was not called Nobu. But there was a big party there. I guess you could call it that I arranged it. But it wasn't my fault. I was the host. So I was the host of the place, and I was in charge of the strict party that had to be thrown, or was thrown on a Thursday. And I didn't follow the rules, and I allowed everybody and their mother in Hollywood to come. So there were some people that were elderly, Larry Hagman, a bunch of like elderly seniors, celebrities that were guaranteed guests. They'd been on the guest list for like weeks or months, whatever. And I then turned it into a big bash. So the Lakers called, the Wayans brothers called, and I said, yes, everyone come. The place had like a capacity of like 80 people. And when everybody showed up, it was a little full. So long story short, I got in trouble for it, but it was a bash. And when would you have like the Wayans brothers hanging out with like these elderly people who are really super famous? Like, when would you have a combination like that? You never would. I was proud of it. I said, you know what? This is a good night. The next day, I got in a tremendous amount of trouble because I didn't follow the rules. There's supposed to be strict rules. I did not, because when I got the phone calls from these really famous people, Capricorn energy, I said, just come on down. And so, I got in trouble the next day, yelled at. However, in my mind, I have a vision of it as being so great. And they made money because they were cranking out like all this food and drinks. But I guess, I don't know, it went past capacity. There may have been fire engines, like fire department. So, or nowhere to sit. So, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that it was a good night for me. But karmically, I still hold on to that. Like, I still remember how I was yelled at the next day. And then I remember too, like, shortly after, like, there were all these karmic events that happened. So ultimately, the place shut down for a while. And then it became Nobu afterwards. So I have a good feeling about it. There was another bash that I held at a place called Chin Chin in Brentwood. I did not know, but for some reason it became like a place to go after like one of the awards. Maybe it was like the Golden Globes or something. I don't know, but it wasn't fancy. Everybody showed up there though, and I was like, "We can seat you. I'll make a table." And I was like making tables. I didn't get fired from there though. I was given big accolades for that because I packed in every celebrity that you could find. I said yes. No problem. I was like the yes man. I was like, yes, over here. Yes, whatever you want. I had a mild, tiny, almost breakdown because there were so many people and there was like, it was turning into this big overcapacity thing again. Terry Garr is an actress, grabbed me by the shoulders and said, "You're going to be okay." And I said, okay. So it was pretty funny. That is the Capricorn Saturn energy. I was not in trouble though, but I noticed, I don't know if I was in charge of those parties again after that. My manager was really, really nice. And he was like, I left that job because I needed something more at the time. I was like, I need something more. But, I mean, I could have stayed there quite easily. That's just a little silly side note about what Saturn energy does in the first house of Aries. You will get this big thing, and then you're like, oh, I'm in trouble now. But in his case, I was not in trouble. I was not in trouble. I worked at a Super Bowl party at a place on 3rd Street Promenade, Santa Monica. And I was not in charge of that, but it was big. And I was somewhat in charge, a little. It was a big Super Bowl bash. I quit there too, but you know. Spirit, show us what's going on with the Aries here, with the Saturn transit and Neptune transit. You're receiving unexpected income. You're going to get an offer of Pentacles coming your way. Unexpected means you're not anticipating it. It's not planned. It's just like, oh, here. Somebody's thinking about you. Okay. You're on their mind. Privileged lady. Could be a woman. Someone's thinking about you. I'm sorry, but if the Wayans brothers called and said, we're coming, I said, not a problem. I'll figure it out. Something in the law or in the courts. Okay, we have toil and labor, mature woman. What have we got? Show us Aries. There's a mature man. What's the outcome? A child and waiting. Okay, we'll see. There's something about a child and waiting for the results. Show us the outcome for Aries, though. Show us what the outcome is today. We want to know a short message. Great fortune. Okay, message of concern, though. That's very Capricorn. Here's your Oscar, but we're suing you. And you're like, huh? Yeah. Like, here's your Oscar, but just sign here for your subpoena. What? Like, that's very Capricorn. You're on, you get something great, and then here you go. You're just going to have to be in court tomorrow morning at 8. So do you have a lawyer? It's like, oh, no. Message of concern is coming up. Why is there a concern about a child or a child situation with a child? What's going on here? Family? Something to do with family. Why does Aries get the great fortune? A thief. Somebody may have taken something from you. Oh, they may have taken it from you when you were young. That could be the child energy. You're waiting for it. Okay. A main male. Okay. So somebody could be repaying you, giving you some money, giving you money back. Okay, so let's see. Let's get it going. Let's get it together here, Aries. That's what Saturn does. It makes you get it together. You've got to get it together. Yeah. And, Saturn wants things to be permanent. It wants permanence. It wants things that will stay. 8 of Pentacles fell out. It wants things, the victory. I swear. The World. And what's the other one? Don't tell me. Okay, 9 of Rods. It's something that you persisted in and you didn't give up. The Sun, happy, joyful, optimism, things that are very, very good. Extremely positive. We have the Victory card and the Knight of Cups. So somebody's going to tell you some good news. Okay, show us here what's going on. The moon. Why is it hidden? Oh, well, it'll come out with the full moon. We just had the full moon. So 5 of Cups, and somebody feels guilty with the truth. They feel bad. And under it is the 6 of Coins. So you receive the money, the payment, the opportunity, the gift. Okay, what happens here for Aries daily? What do they need to see? The Wheel of Fortune turns, and you get this pentacle. You get this pentacle that you need or want. But there's 9 of Swords around it. Why? And why is there 9 of Swords around this pentacle? A Water Queen? And someone's getting up and going, moving around, energetic, maybe traveling. There's a secret. There's something that's a closely guarded secret. Like a trade secret or just something you know. 8 of Cups, Scorpio energy. The way you feel is like, I want to leave. And then we have here the Fool. Freedom, living in the moment, unburdened. 9 of Swords. Page of Swords. What somebody says is to... The ideas behind the words are to your Chariot. You're going to charge ahead and go forward and not look back. I want to go to Miami. I at least want to go to Miami. I kind of would like to live there. My husband's worried about hurricanes, so just a small thing. But I figure we could figure it out. It would be fine. He just doesn't want disasters. Okay. Maybe I'll go there on a trip and see. All I want is to go to Biscayne Bay and go to the mall and maybe go to downtown Miami. What if we got here? Show us for Aries daily the truth. And 5 of Cups. Again, somebody feels really bad. Ace of Swords, the truth and the clarity with 5 of Cups underlying. I feel really bad. Why do they feel bad? The guilt, the 4 of Swords. I never told you, or I haven't told you. Okay, let's see. Show us. A King of Swords. Somebody tells you this information. And 2 of Swords, you didn't know. You're coming into the Star energy. Hope, healing, recovery, emotional release, letting it go. There's a new pentacle offered to you. Page of Fire, Page of Air. The pentacle comes your way. The gift, the opportunity, the money. Okay, there's a King of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone who is connected to others, to groups, to teams, to accountable people. Here you are, Queen of Wands. Pick up the wand, getting involved in the Death, so something changes. Temperance, Sagittarian energy of tolerance, tempered emotions. 7 of Cups, confusion or a variety of choices. What is Ace of Cups? Doing something on your own so that you're coming into a 10 of Pentacles, very established. And what is that? 9 of Cups. Okay, so you're coming into something that is like a wish coming true. And new fire, and fire going forward all at once. And the Sun, really happy, really positive, optimistic. So there's like a life-changing energy here. There is someone here who's following their heart, coming towards you. I haven't even had any coffee. I skip coffee. I do just green tea now. And I have a lot of energy. So let's just get one from this deck. All right. let's see. Cornucopia on the bottom. Let's see. What have we got for Aries? What do they need to see? What have they got to acknowledge? A choice. Garden in the gate. You're cautious about it, but it requires swift energy. You're following your intuition. Ooh, the energy of the healer, the Jesus energies, the supernatural miracle. Okay. That's nice. Going on a journey and a woman holding heart. There could be somebody offering you this. Someone's coming forward with their heart, with their compassion, feeling appreciated in the community, a caring connection, but hostilities is behind it. That's kind of odd. Caring connection with hostilities? Could be jealousy. I mean, why would someone be jealous if you have a caring connection? Healer of the ages. This is a miracle. This is what's going on. Otherworldly type of energies. Spiritual, quantum. So quantum energies are beyond like mathematical axioms. Like it's not just 1 + 1 is 2. Quantum is like 1 + 1 is 3 if you do this and change the energies and the, you know. So I'm not a mathematician by any means, but from what I've watched, that's kind of what it is. It's like the impossible. So the caring connection and hostilities. What the heck? And then we have here the woman holding a coin with a joy chakra. You're not sure what's going on for Aries. Something in the community being offered. You are greatly protected. Archangel Michael. The seraphim angel of the highest order. The magician energy. Somebody is moving things around, changing it. And the man holding a heart. The door, or the door to romance. But you're the garden in the gate. So there's something where you're like, I'm not sure, maybe, Why does it cause you anxiety? It takes strength. Okay, and we have here the door to value, but also the cornucopia poking out right here. Maybe it takes a large investment on your part, or maybe you'd be paid a lot. I don't know. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aries. This is the shorter version of my long, earlier reading. I will see you in the next video, Aries. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.